state your name, age, and occupation.
My name is Mike Armstrong. I am 55 years old, and I am a teacher and head girls basketball coach at Perry Meridian High School, as well as the head girls cross country coach.
You're missing something.
And assistant athletic director.
There we go. Okay, now everyone knows you're my dad. Can you tell me how many years/seasons you've been at Perry Meridian?
I just finished my 29th year as the varsity basketball coach at Perry Meridian High School. I have been coaching for 33 years. I had 4 years as an assistant coach at 2 schools before I came here.
What were those 2 schools?
2 years assistant coach at Roncalli High School and 2 years assistant coach at Cathedral High School.
So the Catholics.
The Catholic schools, yes.
Okay. Now, we know we have rivals, but who do you say is our biggest rival besides Southport?
I think our biggest rival besides Southport would be Roncalli. It would be Southport, Roncalli, and then probably like Ben Davis.
So
and
no
Center Grove.
Okay.
Yeah, those are probably the big 4.
Now, can you tell me the greatest fun you've had against Center Grove?
The most fun I think that we've had are 2. We beat them in the semi-state in 1997, 62-61, to advance to the final 8 teams in the state in a very exciting game. And then we also beat them here in 1999 when they were, or maybe January of 2000. It was the 99-2000 season. We beat them on a shot at the buzzer in overtime. That led to the birth of you in November of 2000.
So, will you tell everyone my nickname?
Your nickname is Center Grove Victory Baby.
Yeah. And I have a question. Who was on, that you can remember, who was successful in the 1997 team?
Well, we had Katie Douglas. We had Alyssa Nordholt. We had Amy Fry. We had Latasha Austin. We had Holly Turk. Amanda Weiss, Erin Covert. Those are just a few of the seniors and juniors off that team. Lindsay Poe was also on that team, and she was coming back to play the next year. So Charlotte Ridley was on that team. I think those were probably the top 9 or 10 players from that team.
Okay, and then what else have you coached besides high school?
High school?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I coached middle school basketball at Perry Meridian Middle School while I was head coach here I did that for 2 or 3 years, coached both the teams. And then I have also coached cross country here for a long time.
I'm talking about outside of the district. Like, where else have you coached besides the Catholic schools too?
Oh, okay. I mean, I've done some work with USA Basketball. I was with them in 2002 in Colorado Springs, and then I also was with them in 2009 and 2010, working in FIBA America Tournament in Mexico City, 2009, and the World Championships for 17 and under in Spain and France, in 2010. So I've worked with USA Basketball. I've also worked numerous national camps such as Blue Star all over the country, in different places and throughout the Midwest. So I've had work with all of those things. Plus I've also worked and coached in both local, state, and national AAU tournaments.
And then this should have been asked in the beginning of the year, but I forgot. How long have you been involved in basketball?
I began my involvement in basketball as a player in middle school. Back when I went to Meridian Middle School, we only had 7th and 8th grade basketball. So I started playing for my school in 7th and 8th grade. I played in 2 years of high school basketball. When I was a kid, there wasn't like all these leagues around. You really didn't play on an organized team very much until you got to middle school. And then I played 2 years of high school, but I was also a distance runner. And so I ran cross country and track in middle school, high school, and then I ran cross country and track for Indiana State when I was there.
So how many years have our family been in basketball?
Our family's been in basketball for a long time. Again, I started playing in middle school, so I was probably 13 in 7th grade.
Okay.
So I started probably playing in 1973. I played in the driveway and all that for as long as I can remember.
Now, what about great-grandpa Herschel?
I guess he played for Southport High School when he was in high school.
Okay.
and then I think he played basketball and baseball. And then my dad played for his elementary school when he was at Bluff Avenue. And then they didn't have elementary school teams when I got to elementary school anymore, so I played in middle school.
Okay, and then how many wins have you have?
I have 383 wins as a head coach at Perry Meridian, all of them at Perry Meridian, and I have 262 losses.
Okay, thank you for your time, and yeah, thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.